The Zodiac Killer is one of the most infamous and enigmatic serial killers in American history. Active in Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s, the Zodiac is linked to at least 5 murders but claimed to have killed many more. The case remains unsolved, and the killer's identity is one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. Below is an in-depth exploration of the Zodiac Killer's story, from the timeline of events to the chilling ciphers and cultural impact. The emergence of the Zodiac. The timeline of murders. The Zodiac's reign of terror officially began on December 20, 1968, near Vallejo, California, when 2 teenagers, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, were shot and killed on a secluded lover's lane. This was the first confirmed attack, though some theorize earlier killings may also be linked to the Zodiac. The second confirmed attack occurred on July 4, 1969, when Darlene Ferrin and Michael Maju were ambushed in a parked car at Blue Rock Springs Park, also near Vallejo. The killer approached their vehicle and fired multiple shots with a 9mm Luger pistol. Ferrin died, but Maju survived, providing a description of the attacker as a heavy-set white male in his late 20s to early 30s. The Zodiac's taunts, letters and ciphers. On August 1, 1969, the Zodiac began his infamous letter-writing campaign. 3 nearly identical letters were sent to the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner. Each letter claimed responsibility for the murders and included part of a cipher, a cryptic 408-character code that the Zodiac demanded be printed in the newspapers or he would kill again. The Zodiac signed the letters with a symbol resembling a crosshair, which would become his chilling trademark. The cipher was cracked within a week by a high school teacher and his wife, revealing a disturbing message. The message ended abruptly, with the remaining characters not providing additional information. The infamous Zodiac, named the Zodiac, christened himself in a letter sent to the San Francisco Examiner on August 7, 1969. He began by writing, "This is the Zodiac speaking," a moniker he would use in all subsequent communications. This letter also taunted the police, providing details about the murders only the killer could know. The Lake Berryessa attack. On September 27, 1969, the Zodiac attacked a young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, near Lake Berryessa in Napa County. This time, the killer wore a bizarre executioner-style hood emblazoned with his crosshair symbol. After binding the couple, he brutally stabbed them. Shepard succumbed to her injuries 2 days later, but Hartnell survived, providing a chilling account of the attack. This marked a shift in the Zodiac's modus operandi, moving from shooting to stabbing. The killer also left a message on Hartnell's car door, listing the dates of his previous crimes and signing it with his symbol. The Paul Stine murder. On October 11, 1969, the Zodiac struck in San Francisco, killing Paul Stine, a cab driver. Unlike previous attacks, this murder occurred in a populated area. The killer shot Stine in the head and took a piece of his shirt, which he later mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle as proof of his involvement. Witnesses described the suspect as a stocky white male with glasses, giving police their most detailed composite sketch. Despite an intense manhunt, the Zodiac eluded capture. The Zodiac's communication escalates throughout the late 1960s and early 1970s. The Zodiac sent numerous letters to newspapers, taunting police and the public. These letters often included cryptic ciphers, threats of mass violence, and mockery of law enforcement's inability to catch him. In one letter, the Zodiac claimed he had planted a bomb at a school, prompting widespread panic, though no bomb was ever found. One of the most infamous ciphers, the 340-character cipher, remained unsolved for over 50 years. In December 2020, a team of amateur codebreakers finally cracked it. The message reiterated the Zodiac's fascination with killing and his disdain for law enforcement, but offered no clues to his identity. The Zodiac's claimed victim count. The Zodiac often boasted about his kill count in his letters, claiming responsibility for 37 murders. However, only 5 victims are officially attributed to him. 1. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, December 20, 1968. 2. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mayhew, July 4, 1969. 3. Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell, September 27, 1969. 4. Paul Stein, October 11, 1969. Several other murders, including unsolved cases in Southern California, have been speculated to be the work of the Zodiac but remain unconfirmed. Theories and suspects. Over the years, numerous suspects have been proposed, with some gaining significant attention. Arthur Lee Allen, a Vallejo man with a history of violence and mental instability. Allen was a favored suspect of investigators, but no definitive evidence tied him to the murders. DNA testing later excluded him as the source of saliva on one of the Zodiac's letters. Richard Gaykowski, a journalist whose writings and behavior have drawn suspicion. Some believe his voice matches a recording of a Zodiac call to a TV show. Lawrence Kane, a suspect whose physical description matched the Zodiac's, and who lived near several crime scenes. Despite these and other theories, no suspect has been conclusively linked to the crimes. Cultural impact. The Zodiac Killer has become a symbol of terror and mystery, inspiring countless books, films, and TV shows. The case highlights the psychological power of fear, as the Zodiac manipulated the media and public with his cryptic messages and chilling threats. One of the most famous adaptations is David Fincher's 2007 film Zodiac, which dramatizes the investigation and explores the obsessive nature of those trying to solve the case. Why was the Zodiac never caught? Several factors contributed to the Zodiac's ability to evade capture: lack of forensic technology. In the 1960s and 1970s, DNA testing and advanced forensic methods were unavailable, making it difficult to link physical evidence to suspects. Territorial issues. The Zodiac committed crimes across multiple jurisdictions, leading to fragmented investigations and poor communication among law enforcement agencies. The Zodiac's cunning. The killer carefully planned his crimes, leaving minimal evidence and misleading investigators with false clues. The legacy of the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer case remains a captivating mystery, representing the intersection of crime, psychology, and cryptography. Amateur sleuths and professional investigators continue to analyze the evidence, hoping to unmask the killer. The Zodiac's cryptic ciphers symbolize the unknown, challenging humanity's desire to make sense of chaos. While the mystery endures, the story of the Zodiac Killer is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk within society, and the enduring hope for justice.